A high-potential near-miss incident occurred while conducting non-routine operation. While the driller started pumping with number 2 mud pump, the mud sprayed uncontrollably on the mud pump area from number 2 mud pump relief valve line as the AD was still working on it. The number 2 mud pump had not been isolated. Fortunately, no injury to personnel. Immediate causes. Number 2 mud pump was switched on while its relief valve was disconnected. AD was still working on the pump. Root causes. The company's safety management system was not followed, no JSA and permit to work was issued to perform the activity, and all potential hazards had not been identified for this task. The lock on the number 2 pump circuit breaker was not performed while the pump was still being worked on. The company's lockout, tagout procedure, including the lockout, tagout verification form, was in place. AD forgotten to apply for permit to work, which is mandatory for working on mud pump as per permit to work system. It appears that this personnel was in a hurry. A toolbox talk was not held to brief the work party on the details of the permit, including any potential hazards, the controls taken or to be taken, and the emergency procedures applicable to the location. Work intervention was not initiated during the sequence of events. Crane operator failed to stop this unsafe act condition. He was not aware of his responsibility to stop the job when unsafe conditions occurred. He probably lacked the knowledge, experience of this particular task should be performed under permit to work. The job was poorly planned and executed. There was no communications between the AD and the driller while AD start disconnect the relief valve. The driller did not identify the importance of communication during this operation. Irrespective of light, lamp was green for number 2 mud pump on driller mud watch screen. The driller was involved in the operation during the different trials to circulate the well with using number 2 mud pump, and knows that the rig faced a problem with number 2 mud pump as shown from overpressure readings of 2 mud pump pressure gauge. Also, he was involved in the discovery that TDS manual IBOPE was left closed. However, he decided to run number 2 pump by himself without instructions and without confirmation. Failure to identify and implement an effective management of change (MOC). Work intervention. Stop the job. Work intervention was not initiated during the sequence of events. Crane operator failed to stop this unsafe act condition. He was not aware of his responsibility to stop the job when unsafe conditions occurred. He probably lacked the knowledge, experience of this particular task should be performed under permit to work. The TDS manual IBOP had been left closed after the mud pump's surface HP lines been performed. It was appeared that after the pressure test the driller bleed off the pressure from test unit, and to avoid spraying any residual liquid from the line he closed the manual IBOP and disconnected the circulating head. The manual IBOPE was left closed. Breakdown in communication. There were no handover notes between 2 drillers indicating that the status of HP lines, valves after the pressure test had been performed. Regardless of what information is passed from one driller to the next in the handover notes, if any, It is the on-tour driller's responsibility to verify what the status is of all equipment operations.
Subscribe to my channel, and also press this bell icon, so you never miss any new updates, cause whenever we upload new video you will get a notification on your phone.